Hi viewers, welcome back to Siri Algorithms YouTube channel. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. In my previous videos, I explained the round robin method and how to find the number of combinations using pairwise analysis and game schedules and ground information. Now in this video I'm going to show you the batting statistics. The data was collected from Cricinfo website. I customized and prepared my own data set. So I'm going to explain through the Python code the complete statistics. So if anyone want to have the data set, please subscribe my channel and put a comment in comment box and send me an email to sirialgorithms@gmail.com so that I'm going to share you the data set along with source code. So let me explain the data set first, then I'm going to show you the Python code. So here is the Excel sheet. This is batting information collected from Cricinfo website. So first column is the player name and how many matches he played, the total number of matches and how many innings and not out and total runs out of all the matches. So for example, here you can see the first one is the Quinton. So he scored like a total 431 runs. And one of the match out of one of the match he was scored like a highest score is 174. And if we take the average of all the matches with the scores of total runs of 431, the average is 771 for each match. And how many balls faced and what is the strike rate and how many centuries in all the matches and half centuries and how many fours he hitted and how many sixes. So this is the data set. So now I'm going to load this data set into the Jupyter notebook and we will do the statistic analysis. So please walk through with me. Let me open the Jupyter notebook. So please wait. So first I'm going to load all the necessary libraries. So import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP and visualization libraries matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, import Seaborn as SNS. So matplotlib and Seaborn are the visualization tools, visualization libraries in Python. So next let me load the data set. So df bat is equal to pd.read. It is an Excel file, so pd.excel. So data set name is Cricinfo data website, Cricinfo data. Next sheet name. So I'm taking like the batting information. So df bat. Now here you can see the data set. So let me zoom little bit. So this is the complete data set. So if you want to see the shape of the data frame, so you can take like a dot shape. Total 125 rows and 13 columns. Next, if you want to see only the top 5 rows, so head of. Only top 5 rows. Maybe if you want to see the bottom 5 rows, so dot tail of. bottom 5 rows. Maybe if you want to see a particular part, maybe a specified row to row, maybe a middle part of the data if you want to see. So I'm writing like a start is equal to int of input of enter your start number, that means row number. Stop is equal to int of input of enter your stop number. So let me write df. So from where to where, I'm using the slicing here. So I want to see the data from 100th row to 106. So you can see something like start start. You can see this is the problem. ART. So I want to see from 100 to 106. So here start number always included, but stop number excluded n-1. So the rows from 100 to 105. Next, if you want to see the what type of data is there in each column, then df dot you can use like a d types. So here it is the column name, and this is the information of what type of data is there in the each column. This is one way to see. Maybe if you want to see the complete data frame information, so df bat dot info. Here is the complete data frame information. So total 125 entries, that means total 125 rows and 13 columns, and this is the column name, and total any missing information is there means there is no missing information. Every column have the information, and what type of data is there in the each column. So for example, you can take a player column is a object type, and matches means it is integer form. So total if you see one column it is in the float form, and 10 columns it is in the integer type of data, and 2 columns is the object. So total memory usage is 12.8. So next, if you want to see a particular column, so you don't want to see the entire data frame, maybe a specific part, a specific column if you want to see, df bat of which column you want to see. Maybe I want to see the player information only. Just you can write the column name inside and you can see. This is up to you. Maybe you want to see more than one column. Maybe I want to see player name along with how many fours he hitted in the matches. So if you want to see that information, the second row also. So just give it as a this way. You can see 2 columns. Rohit Sharma 43 fours hitted in the matches. So this is the way. Next, I'm going to add some extra columns. That means I want to see the total runs. For example, if you see the data set Rohit Sharma, total runs is 398 out of 6 matches. So I want to see how many he scored through the boundaries and how many without boundaries. So for that I'm going to add some new columns to the existing data frame. So if you see the last column of the data frame is 6, but I'm going to add some new columns to the data frame for the further analysis purpose. So I'm taking like a df bat of the new column name. I'm taking like a force runs is equal to df bat of. So if I want to do this calculation, I need to take like a force, how many force the players was hitted. So that information, that's why I'm taking the column name is force and multiplied with 4. So if you want to next, I'm going to take the same thing. I want to add df bat of 6s. So 6 runs is equal to df bat of how many 6s he did it, that I'm multiplying with the 6. So next, how many boundaries? So df bat of boundaries is equal to, if I want to create this column, what I'm going to do, I'm taking the df bat of take the force, so force multiplied with 4 plus df bat of 6s multiplied with 6. So if you want to see the total boundaries, you add the force, like how many runs he scored through the hitting of force, and how many 6s, how many runs he scored through hitting of the 6s. So if you add these two columns, you are going to see the total boundaries. So that means how many he scored through the boundaries. And now I want to see how many he scored through the without boundaries, like a single or maybe 2 runs, 3 runs, like that. So df bat of, the new column name is without boundaries, without boundaries is equal to, if I want to see without boundaries through how many runs he scored, first I need to take the total runs. So total runs means the column already is there, the total runs column. So I'm going to take this information that I'm going to subtract. So total runs minus boundaries. So you can take like a df bat of boundaries column, I'm taking boundaries. So if I do this one, I'm going to get like a how many runs he scored through the without boundaries. So let me execute all the rows here. All the cells. So now I'm going to show you the data frame, how it looks after adding of all the new columns. So if you see this part, the new columns are added. Here this is the force. So he scored total runs 176 runs through the hitting of force, and 90 runs he scored through the hitting of sixes, and total boundaries through he scored total 266, and rest of the runs was scored through the without boundaries. So this is the table information. I added like a new columns. So this data set I'm going to use for the further statistical analysis purpose. So I'm going to sort the data based on a particular column. So sort values is a method. It is going to take the arguments. So I'm taking like a column name here, runs. I'm sorting based on the runs, and ascending order is equal to false. That means max to min. I want to sort the column. So df bat. Here you can see the who have the highest scored. That means Quinton 431 runs. Next Warner, Ravindra, Rohit Sharma 398. This is the total runs. Next, we are going to write some condition through also. You can see the top performers. So let me take some conditions here. Maybe df bat Here I'm taking like a based on df bat, maybe I'm taking like a who hit the highest sixes, that means I'm taking the column name sixes. If it is greater than or equal to 2, that means I am writing the condition here who hit the above 2 or maybe equal to, and one more condition I'm going to write, d of bat of centuries, that means here we have like 100. So of all these matches, who is century is more than or equal to 1, and I'm going to take one more condition, d of bat of strike rate. So you can take like a strike rate here. So strike rate, which player is the above strike rate 100? Strike rate is greater than or equal to 100. So based on all these conditions I'm searching, that means who hit more than 2 sixes are equal to 2, and at least 1 century, and strike rate is above 100. So based on these conditions I'm searching the data. You can see these all are the players. So here is the list. Next I'm going to show you the based on the runs, I'm going to which player scored highest runs on all these matches, so that I'm going to sort the top 10 performers. So I'm going to write like a top performers based on runs. I'm going to sort the data based on the runs. So d of bat dot sort values of which column based I'm doing here, based on runs. So column name is runs. So ascending order is equal to false. That means highest max to min I'm sorting. So top performers, here you can see these all are the top performers. Based on the runs, if I sort the data based on the runs, here is the list. These all are the top performers. Let me, here you can see the data, it is in tabular form, and all is the numbers format. So one image speaks 1000 words. Let's convert this tabular data into a nice picto form that's easy to understand the data. So I'm going to draw a nice bar chart. So plt dot, that means it's a matplotlib is a visualization library. So plt dot figure, I'm going to take like a figure. So figure size, I'm taking like a figure size is equal to width is 10 and height is 4. So the sizes, so the first one is the width and the second one is the height. Next, what type of chart you want to draw? So I'm selecting like a bar chart. So in this bar chart you can see the options, what is your x data in the x-axis, and you can select like a y-axis and color, and all these things you can select it. So width of the bar, that so now I'm going to show you here. X-axis, I'm going to take the data top performers runs. So x-axis is the player name. I want to see the player names on the x-axis. So the column name I'm taking like a player information. This is my x-axis information, and in the y-axis I'm going to take like a runs. So that I'm taking as a runs. Next, color, the bar chart, which color you want to see? Color is equal to, maybe I want to see the color orange. Next, I'm going to orange, and width of the bar, how much width you want. So width is equal to maybe 0.5 is my bar width. Next, so x sticks I'm taking. So what is x sticks, that I will show you in a moment. I will explain. X sticks is x sticks rotation. Rotation is equal to 90. That means angle I'm taking. Rotation. PLT dot X label. Labeling I'm doing on the horizontal axis. X label. That is player name. Player names on the x-axis. And what is the y-axis label? So y label I'm taking like a score, runs scored. I'm just taking like a runs scored. And title also, if you want to give the title to the figure, so plt dot title. Here I'm taking like a title of my thing is most runs. Maybe I'm just taking like a most runs. Finally, plt dot show off. So let's see the graph here. Why this happened, you can see here. The x-axis is player names and y-axis is the runs scored. But it taken all the players list. But I want to see only the top 10 players. So you can take like a 0 to 10. That means the top 10 players. And the data, just take the runs also, top 10 players. So now you can execute and see here. Here are the top 10 players if you sort the data based on the runs, the total runs. So the first place is Quinton, next Warner, Ravindra, Rohit Sharma. So like this, you can see these all are the top 10 players if you sort the data based on the runs. So let me show you the data. If you sort the data based on the sixes, how many six they hit. So based on that, now I'm going to show you here. So top performers based on sixes is equal to d of bat of that dot sort values by the column name is sixes. How many six they hit? Ascending is equal to false. That means max to min. Top performers sixes. Here is the list. So if you sort the data based on the who hit the highest sixes in the all matches in this tournament, so Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma total how many sixes he hit? So that is like total 20. So if you want, you can sort the data based on the force also, who hit the highest force. So that also. Let me draw the mm, plot. So instead of writing again all the code, just take this information. Here, figure size will be the same, like how much width and length, height, width and height. Next, top performers. Here I'm going to change the data. So that is top performers based on sixes. Top 10 players only I'm taking. And here I'm going to take like a top 10 six. Instead of runs, I'm taking the data based on the sixes, how many they hit. And color will be the same, weight and rotation angle is 90. Player names sixes. scored most sixes. So now you can see the plot. So if you sort the data based on the sixes, who hit the highest in this tournament in these 29 matches, Rohit Sharma. So total is 20. And next player is Warner Prasan, like this is the data. Maybe if you want to sort the data based on the force, that means which player hit at the highest force, that also we can convert the data into a nice picture form, because it's easy to understand who are the top performers in this tournament if you sort the data based on any specific column or maybe specific variable based. So in next video, I'm going to show you the interactive visualization and how to draw a pie charts. Pie charts through we are going to see which player scored highest with the boundaries and without boundaries. And we are going to see the correlation, that means which variable have the highest impact on the target. That part I will explain in the next video, so please follow my video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you, see you in next video.